Okay, so we're gonna get this going here. I'm gonna turn this off for a second, although it's almost always on. It's loud. Um, so it'll be clear how this is going as it's going. I want to indicate before I start that these videos are being created for my vlog one day. I'm a little behind on updating that, but they're also being created to send to my landlord like tomorrow or tonight. So I'm going to be addressing the landlord as this comes up. I need the landlord to. Sorry, I thought I saw a fly there. I'll explain that. So yeah, I'll be talking as though I'm talking to the landlord, even though this is eventually going to end up on a vlog one day once I get this all set up. So we're starting in the laundry. This is the sort of um, the terminal point of the apartment, if we could put it that way. It's the terminus. It's the end. This is the end. Well, I mean, I'm my age, right? I'm not an age other than my age. I am my age, even though that's a little old for me. Anyways, as mentioned repeatedly, the purpose of these vlogs is to market my music, and I'm not marketing my music towards 12-year-olds, so this is the end. This is the terminus point of the apartment. I'm in the laundry. Behind that wall is my bedroom, and through this door is the bathroom. It's the only way out. But we're going to start in here, and we're going to work the way out. We're starting in here, really, because it's the first place it's done. It's the first place it's done because it's the terminus point and because it's the grossest point. So we're doing this to document everything I did, which is quite substantive. So when I moved in here, there was a laundry, a washer, a dryer, a couple of pieces of furniture, really just that it's an ironing board, really. These carpets and a lot of filth. It wasn't immediately obvious that there were rodents living in here, and I think there probably weren't. But over time, as the temperature came down, they moved in. They were coming from holes in the ceiling. These were roof rests. They were coming from upstairs. They may have been coming from a couple of these pipes, although I haven't been able to verify that. And the one place that I did actually legitimately see them come in was a hole behind there. So let's start there. So I've got a whole bunch of insulation here. There's about $30, a little less than that, because I didn't use the whole roll of insulation in here. I did pay for that. I did do it. I probably shouldn't have. That insulation is going to keep the cold out, and it's going to keep the animals out so long as the outside of it's fixed up. That being said, I'm not going to let that go forever. I'll be out there myself within a short amount of time, and I'm putting some pebbles out there and filling it up with some rubber. But the right way to do it is to use concrete or cement, which I'm not going to pay for. I'm not going to do. If I do it, I'll just fill it up with rocks and then spray over it with sealant. So, but this has worked quite well. I've also put some white for painting, like crack sealant, and a whole bunch of tape around this this entry point, exit point. The furnace is off. It should be on. I'll make a note of that. But I also put a whole bunch of duct tape around here to seal the holes. that should help with efficiency, although the actual reason I did it was that I was noticing some bugs come out. And I haven't seen any since. I sprayed some Lysol in there, put some duct tape on. I haven't seen a single thing since. So, there weren't a lot of bugs in here, and I'm pretty good at getting roaches out. That's something I've done enough of that I'm actually pretty good at it. So I haven't seen any, but I'm not that worried about it. There were rats in here. The rats were in the process of being replaced by roaches. The rats, when they died, have left flies. If you stay in here long enough, you'll see a couple. I've been killing, I don't know, I've killed probably 100 blowflies. I've got my, these little containers are full of chlorine bleach, like the powdered type. There's some up here too. I don't know if there's anything still in there, but that has successfully blocked. Like they won't come this way. I don't know what role. I found some dead rats in here. I don't know what role the chlorine bleach played. I don't expect that they actually ate it, but I was hoping. I did come in here a couple of times and noticed that it had been knocked over. Right? As though they tried to kind of knock it over to get rid of it, kind of thing. What I was hoping when I put the bleach in was that that's what they would do. They would knock it over and then track through it. And when they tracked through it, they would get it on their skin, and then they would lick it off. And it would not take a lot of bleach to kill a rat. Right? It would take very little bleach to kill a rat. They're small animals in comparison. Their stomach, their digestive systems, I mean, they're robust creatures. They've evolved quite well, but they haven't evolved to eat, it's the pH, right? I mean, that's what's going to do it. It's the pH. It's going to convert their stomach acid into salt, potentially create ruptures in their body. It would take very little to actually kill it. Of course, rats are not stupid. They're not dolphins, but they're not stupid. And it's not exactly easy to get a rat to eat bleach. But if you could get a rat to eat bleach, it would kill it very, very, very quickly. If you don't believe me, why don't you have a nice bowl full of bleach? Not you. It's the general you. Eat a nice big bowl of bleach and see how you feel after. I mean, it's just a little bit would kill it very quickly, but it's not going to eat it. Maybe if it runs through it, it could, because it'll groom, right? I don't know what role that played. There were some baiting stations placed outside, and they were poisoned clearly in the end. Yeah. So I also yesterday I pulled a cat out of here. I pulled it out on this side, right? So the cat was in this vent system here, and it crawled out. Had to get it to crawl out of here and pull it out of that vent on the other side. And when we get there, we can. But I mean, that's insane. I don't know. It might have come out from this way. I don't think it did. I think it came out from that way. Right. So this was a laundry area, and we still got laundry in here, and it was really nothing else. Right. It was laundry and rats. But we've got this cleaned up very well. I put some lights in. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights on the wall. Right? And that one's down there for now. I'm going to take that out of here eventually. But the 4 lights on the wall, the very bright space will keep roaches out. It will keep roaches out. It will dissuade rodents. from hanging out down here. That's not what they want, right? They don't want a bright lit place. They want something cold and dark, right? So I got this table in here. Those I bought these lamps. They were like, I bought them in bulk. They worked out to being, I think it was $6 each. So that's pretty good. These are cheap little things. You can, they're cheap and small. You can just, I just literally taped them, right? So I found something like I just wrapped it around that pipe, right? Over there, I just wrapped it around the joist with tape. They're light. It works great. I bought that table for $20 on Kijiji. That's a box full of art supplies that was left here. This is what's this for? This is for sewing. I've got it's a dust cover, but I got a little sewing machine with an extension cord. So that's, and I just picked up this mirror here for, what was it, $20? Also on Kijiji. So what I that was $50 on. I bought that. I think I bought it on Amazon. I bought that a long time ago, but it was a $50 sewing machine. It's a little cheap little thing. Mini sewing machine. It works. I got the extension cord. I think it was $10. This was in the other room. I moved it in here, and I took one of the shelves out. And the shelves on the wall now in the kitchen. I'm using this for laundry, right? So this is sheets, detergent, bleach, and there's some vinegar under there too, right? So that's a good shelf for that. This was here. This is not mine. This is not mine, and this is not mine. I put this in here. I bought that. It was on sale. I bought this. This wasn't. It's advertised as an organizer. Like it's supposed to have it's supposed to have like a shape to it with like a hanger set and it's supposed to be like a closet. But I didn't find it was very effective as that role, so I just turned it into a cubicle. So it's just a set of cubes, 9 little spots. You know, it's mostly for pants. That's what I bought it for. Was for pants, and that's what I'm using it for. Is pants. Right. And stuff I need to sew, and dust towels. Like that dust towel's an old shirt, right? So other old shirts and other things that can be used. Did I just see something crawling in there? It's gonna be like, I mean, it'll probably be like that always, looking for spiders crawling around and stuff, right? But, okay, so this dresser was here, and how much? I think it was $40. This dresser was here. It's a relatively nice dresser. I pulled it into here. It's full of shirts, right? Lots and lots of shirts, because I got lots and lots of shirts, right? This is also here. This is it's a HVAC air purifier. It's running pretty much all the time, and I'm gonna leave it running for a while. Hopefully, I can turn it off eventually. But there were a lot of gross things in here. It took a long time. Like that. This is a shop vac. The other day I emptied it. Like it's a, what is it, 4 liters or 2? No, it's 20 liters. I pulled out 20 liters of dirt. Ridiculous, right? This was here. It's great. It's a big. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, that's where the. Okay. I hope there's nothing dead in there. I mean, that's the idea, right? Is there were lots of dead rats, so there's lots of flies. I gotta see if I can take those out, if I can get a chance. That's not what we're doing right now, anyways. Anyway, so that's what. Yeah, so that's the last remaining issue. I mean, it's annoying, but there's not much anybody can do except kill them, right? They'll die when there's nothing to lay eggs in. They need it. They need a host, right? Anyways, this was here. It's an HVAC air purifier. It's running pretty much all the time. It's off for just right this minute. Clothing rack. This was also here. I've got lots of tank tops and shirts from a past life. I just got these mirrors in here. I'm a little dirty. I've been cleaning a very dirty basement for way too long. I've been focusing on cleaning the basement rather than cleaning myself. So I need a good shower. So this is framed. It's just nailed up onto the wall here and taped to keep it from moving. In fact, I should put some more down. It's just to keep it still. And this is a little different. These are there's like an adhesive behind them. It's like a 4, right? And it's adheres to I took a box and broke it down, so I got a mirror out of it and screwed it to the door. I did this because I didn't. These are designed to just put on a wall, and I didn't really want to put it on the wall because I want to take it with me eventually. So I put it on a piece of cardboard instead and screwed the cardboard up. They're very, very light. That's the point. They're light. In fact, you can bend them, right? So that's the point. They're unbreakable, and it's a great little mirror. In fact, I'm going to put a few more of those up on some of the other doors. So this, and that's the laundry. Oh, and that chair was $10 for doing sewing. I still need to. This is temporary. It's just dish soap, so that kind of the smell. I've got 2 things of Lysol. It's mostly water. It's like 60% water, 40% Lysol. And I'm just spraying it on the rugs to kind of freshen it up. I have, I washed these rugs pretty thoroughly. It's just they're old and musty, and this place was dirty. But if I could, I don't know if you can really get the point across here. There was so much dust on this place, but I mean it's been like I scraped it with my hands, with my bare hands, mopped it, scraped it, right? This was so dirty, and like now it's right. It's like actually like super clean, right? I've got some more bleach and stuff under here. I don't know what I'm gonna leave that open for now. I may end up closing it off. But I mean, it needs to be kind of open, right? But this is step 1, right? So, what is this now? When I moved in, it was a laundry space that was filthy and had rats. Now it's a walk-in closet, right? Like really, it really is a walk-in closet with a space with a sewing area, right? So this is just room number 1, right? We're gonna go through the rest of the apartment. But what have I done in here that I think requires a little bit of? I think that I should be compensated for the insulation, because I'm definitely not taking that with me. I will take pretty much everything else in here with me, but I'm not taking the insulation with me. So that's the one thing. And I mean, the insulating tape and stuff, like I've used like half of it, right? So I mean, if in the end I end up with kind of like a substantive total, let's be comprehensive. If it's not substantive, then